So I'm live real quick. I'm just taking a little break. I just wanted to make a video in regards to something I just saw. So first of all, I follow the comedian. I think his name is King Schuler. He's real funny. But anyway, he did a video about a young lady who posted it online. So I get when we post something online, we open ourselves to criticism. I get that. I've been there. Still there. Don't care. But with that being said, a young lady posted about how she quit the post office because she found out it was really hard manual work. So I don't know if she was a carrier or if she worked in the warehouse. What I can tell you is that I've done both. It is very hard work, and I would say kudos to her for recognizing that it just wasn't for her from the beginning. Now granted, I'm not going to say I would go around encouraging everyone just to quit, especially if you don't have a plan B. Sometimes you may have to stick stuff out before you can do that. Perhaps she has something, obviously she quit, so I'm sure she's not stupid. She got to have something to fall back on. Whatever it is, she has something possibly to fall back on in terms of income. I don't think she just quit, but it's funny how under the comment sections of individuals posting about this situation, they're going in on this woman. And I kind of wonder, is it, it's our people too, people that look like us, which the woman is, a melanated being, what would be considered black, which we are not black, but what is considered to be black, that's what she is. And what I found throughout growing up is that whenever we as a people talk about what we don't want to do or don't desire in a job, not only do we get backlash from the outside, folks that don't look like us, specifically the Europeans or whoever that think we're lazy. That's always the word. You're lazy because you won't do what I think you should do. We also get it from our own people. And I know there's a historical relevance to why that is, why our own people feel like we got to work ourselves in the ground to live well, to be able to pay the bills. And what I love about this day and age is that so many of us are finding creative ways to earn income and earn way much more money than we would have on any 9-to-5. However, to get to that point, it took someone to go, hey, this cannot be the only way. This cannot be the only option for me. And some might have stuck it out, but then there are others who probably were like, no, I'm leaving. I'll figure it out. I'll find some other way. And if you don't jump out of a tree or go another route and not be like everybody else, then yeah, you will find yourself working a job that'll make you miserable and possibly kill you. You probably be stressed out, then it had a heart attack on Monday morning because you stressing about going to that job. Like, I'm tired of people making us feel guilty for wanting better in life, for wanting to do something else, for wanting a softer life at that. And I don't believe it's anything wrong with if you want to work for the post office or something adjacent, because again, I've worked for the post office as a carrier as well as in the warehouse, and it is hard. It is hard work. Obviously I didn't stay. I'm grateful, and the funny thing is I just worked for the post office last year. Had I not took a leap of faith, I wouldn't be where I am right now, which is far more easier. Still a 9-to-5. It is actually not exactly a 9-to-5, but it's still an 8-hour position. But it's not the post office. It's way more easier, but I wouldn't have came across this position had I stayed at the post office. So again, I want to encourage the young lady and those alike who find themselves at a job that they're miserable in, that is requiring that hard labor, to know and understand that there is much more out here than just that position. You don't have to kill yourself to make ends meet. But of course, we have to be smart about how we leave a job and where, make sure we have some sort of backup plan and income to supplement when we do leave a position. But just know that there is so much more out here, and that it doesn't have to involve you killing yourself. It doesn't have to involve you feeling like you're defeated, feeling spiritually dead because you're going alone to get along. Many of these jobs, by the way, like the post office, when I was growing up, I was told like, hey, these jobs are good jobs. Our people love to call them good jobs. They got benefits, da 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 da. Don't y'all know this stuff is changing? This stuff is changing, and the post office definitely had changed. When I was at the post office last year, the folks I was working around was miserable as shit. Even though I didn't even have to be in that office space long, I just got my mail, cased my mail, meaning I organized my mail according to how I was about to walk it outside. They're miserable. They are miserable. Not to mention benefits have changed. These people were still waiting on some sort of contract to be finalized. And apparently they have been waiting over a couple of years or so for that contract to be finalized. I mean, it was so much going on, but a lot of misery. So it's like, do I really want to come into a job every day where everybody just miserable? That ain't gotta be it. And there's so many people out here who are living a softer life but still making income, still making their ends meet, who are finding jobs that it ain't even just about not working hard labor. It's just about finding something that you like to do. Why can't this young lady have that chance to just find something that she like to do? Why does she gotta be under so much scrutiny? Hey to everybody that's in here, I appreciate y'all. For real, I don't be thinking nobody watch these videos, but I don't mind. You know, I get on here and I say what I say. Maybe people that need it will come across it when it's time for them to come across it. But just know, y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. I am 39 and I've held over probably about just that amount of different jobs in my lifetime. And there is a con to all of that. There's a con to jumping from job to job because I'm not building retirement. You know, if I would have stayed at one place years ago or just had done something better with my life when I was like in my 20s or even younger, then I would have a retirement already set up. So there's cons to that. But my jumping around, honestly, I don't regret it because just about most of the jobs that I was at, some of them closed down. So if I would have decided to have made that job my permanent spot, I would have been laid off. I would have been without a job. So I am grateful for taking the chances that I've taken as far as resigning from the jobs that I did resign from. But I had to make smart moves when I was able to, meaning I had to make sure I had something lined up. Most of the time I had already had another job that I applied for. So I knew that when I was resigning from one job, I already had another job lined up. And again, I don't think the young lady who made the video about quitting the post office is illiterate at all. I'm pretty sure she got something else lined up, something else in mind. And plus she's young. I think she'll be just fine. Some of these young ladies out here, man, they got me beat. They out here doing the thing as entrepreneurs, making more money again than they ever would at a 9-to-5. So it'd be nice to see more people encouraging young ladies like her and young men like this young lady in that same type of situation, to understand that there's more out here than just the jobs that we thought growing up was the end all be all, government jobs, post office, and etc. There's more now. People are truly finding other avenues to make income, even from home. You know, people are entrepreneurs out here making income greater than a 9-to-5. There's so many. And I think for some of us who only can encourage jobs, we don't know any better. You know, we don't know that other avenue that can be taken, which is a problem too, in my opinion. But there's nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5. I am working one, okay? I'm not quitting. I'm working one, and I'm making my income, and this will hopefully be my retirement. But at the same time, I'm no fool. Times are changing. This job can lay my ass off tomorrow. So, you know, I got to be smart about that as well. But anyway, y'all, sorry, if you don't mind me asking, could you tell me how old you are? You don't have to though. Oh yeah, I'm 39. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't care. I'm blessed. I'm grateful, man. Look, this is a red summer up here where I'm at. These folks killing each other left and right. I'd say tell everybody be safe, especially on this road, because that's part of the work that I do. I'm on the road all the time. I'm tired. This stuff is exhausting. These folks out here killing each other on this road. It ain't no joke. So I'm grateful to make it to 39. I just turned 39 in April, so I'm very grateful. But anyway, hey y'all, I was just on a little break. I'm at work right now myself, so I really hope that you, oh, she said that's young. It don't feel like it sometimes, but I'm grateful, y'all. I'm grateful. But anyway, I really appreciate y'all popping in and giving a crap about this video. And whatever y'all dreams are, no matter the age, it don't matter. You can still fulfill them. And people on social media, oh, you're 11. Oh no. Oh, you know, people on social media could be discouraging, but I hope that when I'm getting on here, I'm encouraging and letting y'all know, like, yeah, it's a beautiful life when we make it that. And there's so many opportunities, more than just a job out here. There's so many opportunities different ways to make income. And it's really about networking, meeting people that can teach you how to do those things. If you don't already know people in your circle of how to do those things, heck, I'm still learning myself. In the meanwhile, y'all, I'm getting off a break. I really appreciate y'all, everybody who tuned in. Everybody have a great day and stay safe. See y'all.